So today I thought I'd talk about habits. Reason being, one, I'm reading Atomic Habits, which is a brilliant book and really recommend it. And two, I'm thinking about our own family, work, stroke, homeschooling habits that are going to change over the next week or so as we begin to reopen the world. And it's interesting, again, talking to my clients over the last few weeks, some people are really excited about the world reopening, others are wanting to protect actually some of the good habits that they've grown during lockdown. Others have grown bad habits. I include myself in that one. I am looking forward to more of structure. So take, for example, in a morning, I've noticed that the time at which I sit at my desk has got a little bit later. Well, if you add that up, so even if I'm like 15 minutes later to my desk, and again in this book they talk about the compound effect. So you add up 15 minutes over a week, and that's a significant amount of time. Add it up over a month, a year, and you get the idea. So as the title suggests, Atomic Habits is about the small things that you do that add up over time, and it's part of a broader system. So the interesting thing about bad habits is that they creep up on us, don't they? Or it might be that we're forced into change a bit like lockdown. We were all forced to change relatively quickly, and before we know it, we're into a bad habit, just as the example I've given. But other examples of small things that we do, which again over time, when they compound, can become a bad habit, or we can end up in a different trajectory than we hoped for. So little things like, not clearing your desk at night. So a time management principle. You do that one night, it's no biggie. You can tidy it up the following day. You do that for 5 nights, for a month. Before you know it, you've got a little rat's nest, haven't you? And it then becomes a big job to resolve, and then that compounds other problems because you can't find all your paperwork and stuff. If you think about relationships, it's not that one conversation you have with someone. Think about networking. I can remember feeling really frustrated in the early days, expecting to turn up to a physical face-to-face networking meeting and being disappointed when I didn't immediately get a work referral. Well, of course we know it's those interactions where we know, like, and trust someone. So all of those interactions compound to create a relationship, and then people are ready to buy from us. Another area was procrastination. So it's not the first hour of procrastination, it's the hours or the days or the months or the years that follow after that then mean we end up off course and not heading towards our goals. And then finally, I was thinking about health. And, it's not the McDonald's that you eat today. It's going to be the accumulative effect. Another bad habit we've got into. Our treat has become McDonald's once a week. So it'll be the accumulative effect of McDonald's over several weeks, which then will equate to extra poundage. So what are the solutions? First step, with all this stuff, raise awareness. So one of the things I did, dead simple, I made a list of good and bad habits, but I categorised them first of all. So I looked at health, wealth, relationships, what else have I got down here? Family, work. So I categorised them a bit like the wheel of life, and then I've got a column for good habits and bad habits, and then I also put on the list good habits that I've forgotten about, which I need to reinstate again when the world opens up. So first step, raise awareness. Second step, we need to embed them with daily practice. So what works for me is I either have a checklist on my phone, so in notes on your iPhone, and I can you can set up a little series of bullet points, and I can click when I've done those things first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning is my time for practicing new habits. with my daughter, she has a physical checklist, so she checks stuff off in the morning. And then the other thing that we do to support habits is we use our Alexa. So Alexa reminds us of stuff that we need to do. Anyway, hope that's useful. Speak to you again soon.